evening. Good evening, wherever you're watching me from. I'm so excited to be here this evening. Yes, thank you for joining me tonight. It's another beautiful night. I'm so excited. Yes, today we are confronting one most expensive belief parents carry in. Yes, sorry about that technical errors. Yes, I said today we are confronting one very expensive belief that parents of special needs children carry inside of them. Yes, especially when we are raising our children, there's this quiet belief that drains our confidence. Yes, it drains our finances and even our identity. Hello, Bridget. Thank you for joining us tonight in another series of thriving moments. For those that are meeting me for the first time, I am Catherine Irene. I am called a Thrivers coach. Oh, yes, I help parents of special needs children to move from a place of overwhelm to a place of clarity. I help them gain back their confidence and identity, and also helping them to build stable financial future. Oh, yes, let's go. Hello, Taybat. Welcome. Today promises to be a very explosive section. And when we are living here today, we are not going to be living here the same. Oh, yes. So by the end of this section, I believe when we go back to our closet, we begin to confront those lies that tends to weigh us down as parents of special needs children. Yes, let's go. What do we have today? I'll call up my slide and we'll take it from there. Yes, many of us sometimes we say, I don't have any skill. Yes, this is a costly lie that parents believe. How overlooking your ability keeps you dependent and overwhelmed. Yes, that is the topic that we are looking at today. And by the end of this section, that belief will lose its power in your life and you will see yourself thriving. Let us go. If you know anybody that is supposed to be in this section now, please just go to their DM and tell them, because we are going to be unraveling a very significant issues that tends to weigh us down as parents of special needs, because it is very common. You all can agree with me because that most of us we believe that I can't I don't have anything, I don't have any skill. Yes, yet I've gone to the university, I'm out, I'm just there taking care of my child, or peradventure you've learned something before now and you are not using it to generate income. As a special need parent, we all know that one of the greatest issue that we have as parents of special need children is the issue of finance. Yes, and of a truth, we need this finance for medication, we need it for our children's therapy sections. What about getting their equipment? What about building a stable financial future for them? That is what we are going to be looking at, the lie. And it's a costly one at that. Meanwhile, we have ability within us. Why caring for these children that could help us to earn, even in the global and the larger society? So let's go. Welcome again to Thriving Moments. Yes, that is it. So I want to ask us, how many times have you said to yourself, I don't know how to do anything? You just say, I'm just a sit at home mom. I'm just a caregiver. I just care for my child. Many a times when I ask parents, what do you do for a living? They say, I'm just taking care of my child. My child is not allowing me to do anything. Yes. Ask yourself, how many times have you said that to yourself? Or how many times have you said that to people that are around you? I don't have any marketable skill. Please be honest. How many times have you said this? I know most of us we are doing one thing or the other, but ask yourself, That is why I said be honest. How many times have you said, I don't know how to do anything? I'm just taking care of my child. I don't have anything doing. Yes, that is the common thing we ask. That is the common answer we give to people when they ask us, what do you do for a living? What do you do now? So for now, I'm not doing anything. I just sit at home to take care of my child. Yes. Please, I want us to raise our hand. If we cannot raise our hand up, just put in the comment section. If you agree, just say yes. You've asked or you've answered that kind of, you've given that kind of an answer. Just say yes if you agree to what I'm talking about this evening. You know, apparently, this kind of thought, it does not make you weak, as if, oh, you are less of yourself. It makes you human. Yes, that is how human beings are. That is how we tend to answer it, because seeing the obvious, it's showing that we are not doing anything. We are taking care of our child. Yes, that is the honest truth. If apparently you are not doing anything, yeah, somebody said we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Thank you very much, Coach Siri. Thank you for giving that insights there. Yes, I just want to let us know that this is not a motivational talk. It is a mindset correction. We need to correct that. Yes, because today we are going to be exposing that lie. We are going to be identifying evidence that shows that you have something that you are doing all right. You have it. And we are going to be shifting identity. That thing that tends to make you feel you don't have a skill is a big lie. Do you know one thing? This lie, it sounds humble. It is a lie. Yes, somebody said I agree. Thank you very much for being honest. Yes, thank you for being honest. And today you are going to see how we're going to expose this lie. And you tell yourself that of a truth, you are worth more than you think you have. Do you know, as I said earlier, I said this lie, it sounds humble. Look at it. I don't have any skill. You are humble. You're showing humility. You're accepting it. And it is the reality. Yes, it is the reality. But you see, when we say I don't have a skill or I don't have any skill, it's there's this thing inside of us that we're trying to accept it. That because we care for our children, we can't do any other thing. But here's the truth. When you begin to accept this thing, when you begin to see it as something that, oh, yes, I'm just speaking the truth, from that aspect, there's something that we call identity erosion. What does this mean? What does this actually mean? Truthfully, you are forgetting yourself. You are forgetting yourself. There's skill blindness. It makes you not see a particular skill that you have. You are not recognizing your competencies. As humble as this sounds, I don't have any skill. You are forgetting who you are. You are forgetting your competencies, and you are learning helplessness. That is believing that you cannot change your situation. Anytime you respond like that, I don't have any skill, I don't do anything, you are actually telling someone that you don't know who you are. Yes. And in so doing, you are not recognizing your competencies. What this will cost you is this. Let's go. What this lie will lead to is number one, you become financially dependent on people. Yes, you become financially dependent on people. See, this belief is not harmless because it's not it's very harmful. That's what I'm trying to say. It affects your financial decisions because you see yourself keep telling people, keep depending on people. It weakens your capability to do anything and it begins to affect your confidence. It affects what opportunity you can even allow yourself to consider. When you see opportunity, you just tell yourself, no, it's not for me because I have a child that I'm caring for. You see, when money is tight, you believe you have no value to offer, and stress begins to multiply. Yes, I said, let's be precise. Let's remove emotion now for a moment and look at the fact. If you are raising a child with special needs or a child that have complex needs, let me tell you, you are not unskilled. You have a skill, a very high one at that level, because this is something you do daily. You have daily responsibility that require high level of functioning. Yes. That is why you see people, they say, oh, you are a strong woman. Oh, I see what you do every day. Oh, I can see how you push for your child. You hear people say things like that, but inside of you, you still keep saying, I don't know how to do anything, or I don't do anything. That is why I said, you are not unskilled. You are not unskilled, but you are not recognizing the fact that you have something that you are doing. I'm going to be exposing our eyes to see some skills that are hidden that we think we don't have. Number one is the clinical and care coordination skill. Remember, every time you administer medication, you do this sometimes daily. When your child has seizure or your child needs to take his or her medication, you do that administration. You track your therapy progress. When you go to the physiotherapist, they tell you come like this. You need to watch their neck. You need to do this. You need to do that. Then you begin to check daily, day by day, to see what is happening. That is clinical role that you are playing, and you are coordinating care. You communicate with doctors. When you go, you see your doctor, and you begin to tell them, "This is what I observed today. This is what I observed today." And what happens? You are coordinating. It is a skill. It is a skill. When you're tracking progress, do you know what you're doing? You are filling paperwork because you are supposed to be writing this down. You're supposed to be writing it down. Do you know that most people cannot function under pressure? But you remember, when your child, as a good mom that is taking care of your child, how it's supposed to be. Sometimes we say track this your child stage, monitor how many minutes you are tracking. You are working under pressure. Most of the times when we write our CVs, especially those that are in conventional jobs, they write and say, I can work under pressure. Meanwhile, as a special need parent, you have that skill because while you are doing that every day, you challenge medical professionals. No, I don't know why my child why it's have this thing is like this. Because why? You're always monitoring your child. Sometimes you try different treatments. What are you doing? You are monitoring. You are doing different type of research. That is a skill. Do you know that some of us have even learned different medical vocabularies? Yes, even the ones that are not necessary. Especially if you are doing the work. If you are not taking care of your child the way you are supposed to take care of your child, then you can say you don't have a skill. You don't have anything. You don't lack skill. Yes, let's look at financial adaptability. Mm, this one is a very good one because every time our finances are stretched thin, there's limited income. It's a skill because you begin to apportion. Oh, what I'm supposed. I was speaking with a mom some time ago. He said, "Oh, I just thought of it. I don't. I never wanted to buy my child medication today, but I just said my child will need it." What are you doing? You are calculating your income. You are budgeting. That is financial adaptability. It's a skill. You have that. Sometimes you look at the bills that you have that are before you, and you say, "Okay, let me do this today, and I will get the other one the next day." That is budget optimization, and you are doing that under pressure. What about the times that you say, "Oh, I need to get medical equipment for my son. Which do I get?" And you begin to scout, call people, and say, "Oh, which one? It's cheaper, or which one is affordable?" You are doing something. So that lie that tends to weigh us down, that lie that tends to put us in one place, and because that word is so humble, "I don't have a skill," you personalize it to yourself and you begin to run with it, and it becomes part of you. When you see financial opportunity, you tell yourself it is not for me because why? You have beclouded yourself with so much a word that has become your identity. That is not what God, that is not God's plan for you, even as a special parent. You are doing enough. I want us to begin to see this thing as something that we need to change. Another skill you have, you are good in crisis management. Oh yes, you handle medical emergencies. When your child have a meltdown, you begin to talk to them. You make fast decision under stress. That is crisis leadership. Then how come you are not believing that lie that you don't do anything? Hmm. Remember emergency seizures? How do you navigate those ones? What about emotional breakdown? Unexpected hospital visit? You manage all these emergencies. Yes, in those moments, you don't panic, you act fast. That is why I said it is called crisis leadership. Oh, yes, you can manage that. It is a skill that you have. Think of this. Your child have crisis, emergency one at that, and you're able to navigate through it. You are calm because these are the things we teach. Let there be calmness. Look at the area, make sure that it's safe, then see how you can lie your child down, make them comfortable, don't put anything in their mouth. What are you doing? You are managing a crisis situation. That is a skill. Because most people cannot even function under pressure. But you do. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. I don't know if I am making sense at all. If I'm making sense, put in the comment section sense. If I'm making sense, put in the comment section sense. Let's go. I've talked about administration and okay, let's look at administration and advocacy. Do you know that sometimes you challenge professionals when necessary? Do you know you ask difficult questions? Sometimes they ask you to complete a medical paperwork. What are you doing? That is administration. That is advocacy. That is system administration and advocacy. Yes, you learned an entire medical vocabulary. That is not even necessary. Let me tell you, you don't lack skill. Because the issue here is not lack of skill. You lack recognition. You lack the right language to use. And you lack structure. You lack monetization strategy. Yes, that is the difference. Because, like I said, the issue is not absence of skill, it is absence of recognition. Skills and monetization at different stages. Another thing that you lack is comparison. There's this comparison culture. You compare yourself to someone with uninterrupted career growth, someone that is in corporate world. You begin to compare yourself to that person and you begin to tell yourself that you are not doing anything. That is where the problem is. Remember, they are playing a different game. You are doing more than any other person is doing. So anytime you say that word, I'm not doing anything, it's because you are trying to compare yourself to what other people are doing. They have regular jobs, 9 to 5. They go to the office, they carry their bag, they come back home. Oh, they have a table and a chair in front of them. They start to write and move from one office to the other. Because you are not doing that, you begin to tell yourself that you don't have any skill. That is a lie. And we begin to believe that as parents. We believe that so much. That's why you say, I don't get work. Oh, now my picking, I just be careful. Yes, it's a language you speak in Nigeria. If you're not in Nigeria, why now? Yes. You tell yourself, I can't do anything, or I don't do anything. Is it not my mates that are going out to work? Is it not my mate that is a banker? There's these sweet names we normally give to some professions out there. The corporate ones are that. And because we are not there, we think we are not doing anything. Yes. Oh, thank you very much. Someone is saying, I can manage crisis. Oh, yes, you can. That is a skill. So let's begin to think in this direction. Because what comes out from your mouth is very powerful. It can either make or mar. You compare yourself to someone with uninterrupted career growth and you tell yourself you are not doing anything. Please, are you not managing complex care? You're a manager. Yes. You post income when you believe this lie, not intelligence. Let that sink in. You post income because you can make money with that. It is a skill you have learned in this journey. Let no one shrink you and put you in a box and you begin to answer like that. Humbly, you accept it. And you think you are doing yourself a favor. And you think some people will have pity or have mercy on you when they are not God. We're exposing that light tonight. There's this informal skill bias among us. You explain societal validation. Because why? Society validates certificates, not competence. Meanwhile, you are competent. And it is that perspective that we are challenging today. That special need children, we have skills. It is a lie that you are not doing anything. You are doing more than enough. And as a parent, you are much more than you think you are. When society validates certificates are not competent, you accept it. That I don't have a certificate. But do you know that there are some courses you can do to actually validate that, yes, you have this skill? You don't need to go to the university to have that. Do you know that certificate without competence that is being applied under pressure means you going to the wrong direction? But when you apply that competence under pressure, you are building mastery. So you are a master. If caregiving came with a degree, many of you would have graduated with honors. Am I lying? If I'm not lying, put in the comment section true. If caregiving comes with a degree, hear me again, many of you would graduate with first class. If you are that person, put in the comment section true. Still talking about why we believe this lie. Because of trauma and exhaustion. When you are tired and grieving, you don't see your strengths. Because you know what? Exhaustion will hide your competence. When there is trauma, you don't want to accept it. When you are grieving, what could have been my words? I would have been in so and so place if not for my child. I don't sleep at night because of my child. I know where I would have been. When you are financially stretched, your brain shifts into surviving mode. Yes, that is what happened. Statistics have shown that most parents of special needs children, their mental health is being affected because why? They carry trauma and exhaustion has become part of their life. They are tired, they are grieving, and so therefore they don't see their strength anymore. They don't see their strength anymore. Survival mode does not validate your strength. Yes, it does not evaluate it at all. You just survive. You are just surviving. You are just there. And that is why every time we talk about regaining back your identity, building back your confidence, there are things that you need to do, and this is an action that you need to take. Because why? Like I said, if caregiving is associated with a degree, Many of us will come out with a first class. So how then do you now say you don't have a skill? That that is a lie. Let's look at the dangerous outcome when you believe you have no skill. What and what can happen to you? You don't explore income streams. Yes, you are shut down. Anytime there's a discussion about money, conversation about money, you just shrink and you shut yourself out of it. When you believe those lies, you don't want to explore income streams. What you do, you follow what is happening in the society. If everybody is selling shoe, you want to sell shoe. If everybody is selling clothes, you want to sell clothes because you will say that is the trend right now. You will not be able to think on your own to explore other income streams. As a special need parent that I am, I began to ask myself, what next? Yes, I'm a graduate as a paramedical scientist. I have a master's degree. I have so many courses, project management attached to what I've done. Then what's next? And when the outcome of all these things, you see yourself, you stay financially stressed. You're always running out of cash. Ask yourself, even in the society where you stay, there are people that are making it. But we tend to say because we are caring for our children, then we can't do anything. It distracts your focus. That is what it does. So financial stress continue, not because you lack the ability, but because you misidentify yourself. Now, I want to ask us this question, if possible. What problem can you solve? Because I want you to stop asking, what skill do I have? You have enough. Rather, start asking, what problem can I solve every week? Or what problem do I solve every week? What problem? Skills that are repeated. People come to you to ask questions. Somebody said, I can manage crisis. Do you know that you can develop something and you begin to manage crisis for people? Because why? In this journey of caregiving, you have learned that you are an expert in it. Because every day, these are things that we face as parents of special needs children. And you go about telling people that you don't have any skill or you don't do anything. It's an error. Today, stop asking, what skill do I have? Start asking, what problem do I solve repeatedly? Because why? Skill is demonstrated as capacity. Yes. I don't know how many of us came here today with a written paper and biro. Because most times we are unserious. I will not lie to you. Most times. I don't know how many people came here today with a paper and a biro. Because you are going to be writing down something. I will give you like 5 minutes. Yes. Because I don't want you to write a surface answer. So that anytime you come to the class, you know that they are going to be, you understand, they are going to be speaking to your mind, stretching your mind, and you begin to think. I call it skill extraction audit because you are going to be writing down 10 problems you solved in the past year. Look at yourself. Oh, thank you very much, Regina. You said you are in the right section session and you have your paper and Bible. I hope your book is filled up now so that you're going to be challenging yourself today. Enough of that telling people we don't have skill. You have enough skill. You can do that. It may be structured or strategy that you don't have. can walk to an office boldly and say, do you know I can help you to manage crisis in this your organization? And somebody can just sit down, tell me what you can do with the experience you have taking care of it. It's the same thing everywhere. When there's emergency, what will you do? Look at what I've done. Look at what I've done. Brilliant idea. Sometimes it's just paperwork. You don't need to be there because you are not fire brigade. You are not the equipment that they are using. It's just your brain. Write this down because I want you to see ability for you to extract these skills out. Yes. Because why? This will encourage you to have an in-depth thinking. 10 problems you have solved in the past year. Also, five things that people ask you for help with. People come and ask you for help. People come and ask you, oh ma, please, this one. Just write it down. Because I want to open your eyes to tell you that you actually have skill. You have solved people's problem in the past year. Except you are not helping anyone. You are one of those people that are just waiting for you to collect from people. Have you been able to see somebody that is in crisis? Somebody that is overwhelmed, just like you. Every time we are going up and doing, and you'll be able to say, see, it's going to be all right. Counseling skills. Write also 3 hard situations you have been able to navigate successfully. 3 hard situations that you have been able to navigate successfully. Write it down in your paper. Yes. Please do not write surface answer. Please think deeply. Because you know what? Every problem solved reflects competency. Yes. Are we writing at all? I want to see in the comment section if you are writing something. The way you describe yourself determines the opportunity you see. Oh, yes, that is true. The way you describe yourself. In the beginning, I said it is so humble. That statement, I don't do anything. I take care of my child. When you say that, people will not look at you and say, oh, your child is making you, oh, you will see them, they will be all over you. Oh, I pray you find something. After that, what next? Does it change anything? Thank you very much. You said you are writing. Yes. When you say, I don't have a skill, you may actually mean it. But it just means that it might mean that you are tired. And that is okay. It is very valid. But you see, exhaustion is not incompetence. Yes. So that you don't confuse fatigue with inability. Because it is common for you to somehow feel, all right. Yeah, there will be a replay which you can catch. Yes, this is an open section that anybody can attend. But it's very funny that when people see things like this, they don't want to hear what does she have to say? What is she trying to tell us? But your mind is being renewed when you hear things like this that will challenge your spirit. The Bible says the word of God is light unto us. It comes into us, and everything that is dark inside of us that tends to be cloud us, we begin to see clearly. Yes. So you can write examples like this. I'm trying to say after you have written those things down, you can reframe those examples. I coordinated 3 therapy. That is project management. You were able to get medical equipment. That is resource sourcing. Asking people. You were able to explain what cerebral palsy is clearly to relative. That is communication. And you can label them as you being competent. Over the week, I was teaching and I said, we want to market a Thrive Beyond Cerebral Palsy Academy. Some people, they say they have marketing skills and all that. I said, come in. But still, they will say they don't have skill. How beautiful the world will be if most parents of special need children can be able to reframe their mindset and begin to work with confidence. How beautiful the world will be. Nobody will see you as less. But yet we are stuck. It is survival mode is reactive. You begin to react to things. Oh, thank you. Yesterday there was an emergency in my area concerning a child having serious convulsion. But thank God I was able to counsel the parents. That is a skill. Yes. Working with an NGO, what do you do with them? Yes, what skill do you present to them? So I'm saying you need to move from survivor to strategy. Survival mode is reactive, it is stressed, and it is dependent. Why strategic mode is you are aware of the value, you are structured, you are growth focused, and you are intentional. Yes, you cannot build strategy without intentionality. You need to be intentional. Also, you cannot build prosperity from an identity of helplessness. You cannot. You need to reframe that word. I don't have a skill. Yes, because it is very, very critical for confidence building. Yeah, you need to upgrade your identity first. You must upgrade that first. That is the first thing. Identity must be upgraded first. Because somebody put in the comment section earlier, say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yes, for those that are walking in the light. We read so many stories in the Bible. How people were able to move from a place of nothing to something. Joseph was thrown into the prison, yet he did not compromise. Even while in Potiphar's house, he would have said, nobody is there. Let me just do this and leave. But he protected his identity because he knows what he is in Christ. Thank you very much, Bridget, for being able to counsel that parent, and I hope they are fine. Let them come and begin to learn. So when they see situation like that, they themselves will be able to say, yes, I am in the right direction. So this is your new identity. Don't say you don't have any skill. You are not just a caregiver. Yes, you need to draw that visible contrast. You need to draw it. You are a strategist. You are a coordinator. Yes, say that to yourself. Somebody said before, I can manage it. You are a crisis manager. That can become your title. I am the number one crisis manager of the place that you are for special needs children. That is fantastic. Because that is the skill. It is just that you don't know how to use the language, or you don't know how to start using it to make income. You are a financial adapter. Yes, because you can manage your income. You don't spend anyhow. Things don't take you by surprise because you already know. You are a resilience expert. That is why I call myself a thrivers coach. Because I cannot say I'm not doing anything. I help parents to thrive in this journey. Yes. And I can say it anywhere I am. Why? Because it is a skill that I've learned and I know it is possible. Yes. Say this clearly to yourself. Say, I am a strategist. I am a coordinator. I am a crisis manager, a financial adapter, and a resilience expert. Say it clear and loud to yourself. Yes, that is who you are. Because you know why? Identity reinforces who you actually are, and it matters. That is your identity. Don't say I don't have a skill. And you are not just a caregiver. Oh, I'm just taking care of my child. Now she's not going to school because that is common. It is very humbling. Oh. But you are giving yourself a name. No, she doesn't do anything. No, she's always at home. She's the one taking care of that child. It's because of that child that she's not going anywhere. Oh, I can see. Playing the pity party game. Is that what God has actually called you to do? Yes. You can be taking care of your child, but not on that seat that now looks as if everything has fallen upon your head. Tell yourself you are capable. Yes. You see, parents that their identity has been strong to caregiving alone, you need to come out of that. It is not pride. Because some people will come and start attacking. It's not easy. Oh. How can you take care of them? Some have two, some have three, some have four. But I'm trying to tell you, instead of you to open your mouth every time and be telling people, I don't have a skill, I don't do anything. The things that you are doing for your child is a skill. You can tell them, I can do this, I can do. Do you have any job for me? Now we are inviting people to come because we have a course, purpose and prosperity course that is coming up at the end of this month, and we are saying come and tell people to come and hear so that they themselves will be able to build their finance. And so people will say, how will I do this? We give you materials, we tell you what to do, instead of you posting things that does not relate to what you are doing now. Why not spread the news? That is why I say you have a skill. Oh, you make calls every day to call. How much is this thing in your side? Oh, it's like this one will not be a good fit for my son. What are you doing? You are negotiating resources. It is a skill. And these are things that we do every now and then. Look at somebody just put here, I also gave a first aid treatment. This is a reflection question. If truly you believe you have valuable skills, what would you attempt? What would you stop tolerating? And what income opportunity would you explore? And how would your confidence change? I want you to reflect on this. If truly you believe you have valuable skills with all the things we've been talking about, what would you attempt? Sometimes I tell us, write these things down. The Bible says, write your vision, make it plain, that those that see it may run with it. Write it down. When you go back, you begin to look at it and say, what can I attempt? Then you now know. Maybe you start asking questions. Yes, maybe you now start asking questions. What can I do? Yes. What would you stop tolerating? I asked. Then listen, your skills are not the problem. Your awareness is. Yes, you saying I don't have a skill, or you have a skill, you are not using it. It's not the problem, it's the awareness. I've seen many parents come and say, oh, I've been in this journey, parenting journey of taking care of my child, but I have never come in contact with lectures like this or sessions like this. Now that you are aware, it is time for you to recognize structure. It is time for you to recognize how to develop this structure. And it is time for you to recognize how to monetize this skill that you have. Develop the skill, structure your skill, recognize it, and monetize it. Then you can thrive beyond surviving. That is what we do in Thrive Beyond Cerebral Palsy Academy. We have courses every at the end of every month. We have courses that are rolling. We have our mentorship program where you come, we teach you how you can reset your mindset. You begin to find peace. Then we go into finances, we go into how to care for your children. When you come into the academy, it's a full package. We don't need to tell ourselves we can't do anything. Yes, we have a grandma in our midst. We have a father in our midst. And in just 2 weeks that we started the first cohort, testimonies have started coming in. We push you, we hold you accountable. We tell you things that you think you don't want to hear, things that people hide from you, the raw truths. You come out of that your shell and you begin to walk with clarity. That is what we do. As if that is not enough, we teach you how to become. We bring you into the academy for you to come and be partaker of it, and you begin to earn also. Because we want the world to be a place where every special need parent can come out confidently. Because one thing I know, these children will always be in our midst. Because those that are pregnant, those that are getting married, they don't know what the future holds. How prepared are you that is already in this whole thing to begin to guide others? And when we think about the future, what if you are no longer here? What will happen? Until your mindset is opened and you begin to see those things, you won't want to be acquiring things for yourself. You will want others to actually learn. Yes. Monetization or structural growth is a step that you need to begin to look towards. Because inside our travel circle package, you see, we naturally connect you to financial literacy and skills development pathway. What lie we say is, I don't have anything to offer. But truth we say, I have been building expertise under pressure. Yes, that is what you've been doing. And that is the truth. It is no lie. Set yourself and ask yourself, have you not been building these skills? Have you not been doing these things for your children? It is not enough for people to come and call you superwoman, superman. That woman is trying. And still you tell people you don't have a skill. Scratch that. Tell yourself. Some people, they don't even want to say they have something doing because of what they will gain. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be an extension of God's grace. Have you not read in the Bible where the master gave his servant talents, the parable of the talents? To one, 10, to another, 5, to another, 1. That is to say, there's this thing inside of us. No matter how you have been built, how you have been wired, at, at least there's one skill, one talent inside of you. Are you the one that is bearing that? Or you are trying to multiply that? Yes, most of us, it is one conversation that we don't want to hear. When you hear monetization, when you hear money, they have come again. That is why you don't even know when you are in a posing scheme or you're in the right place. Because we have so taken that in. A very subtle and humble phrase, I don't have a skill. It has become our identity. Today, I want you to reflect. Yes, I want you to reflect. If truly you believe you have valuable skills, what would change? What would change? Because why? Confidence shifts behavior. Every time I talk to people, I say shyness is of the devil. You want to be visible, you want people to hear about you, but you say, I am shy. It's not my thing. I don't want people to know. What will people say? Rather, when you come out, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You build on it, you build on it, you build on it. But first of all, recognize it. That you are doing enough for your child is a skill. Some parents have become professional beggars. Some people will say it's not their fault. It is because of what they have seen, what they have turned themselves into. Because I have been there. I shut my mind to anything that would take me to the next level of my life. Until grace found me. That is why I'm carrying this gospel wherever I'm going to. That it is possible for you to break free. It's all about your mindset. How can we believe that lie that we don't have a skill when actually we see ourselves every day, daily? We are coordinating things in our homes. We can make the world a better place. That is when people will begin to take us serious. Yes. And let's keep telling ourselves the truth. Not being in a place where they will paint it. And at the end of the day, we now believe that lie that says, I don't have anything to offer. I'm just a caregiver. My child cannot walk, so I cannot do anything. You are doing something already. That is where I'm pointing us to. Let that truth that says, I have been building expertise even under pressure, because it is now the right time for you to choose intentionally. I'll be closing with this. You have a skill. That lie that says you are just a caregiver. Tell yourself today, I recognize that I have a skill. Today, awareness have come to me that I need structure. Then how do you now build this structure? That is why Thrive Beyond Cerebral Palsy Academy exists. We do one-on-one section. We do group coaching. But first of all, we need to recognize that we are not just caregivers. Before we go, I would like to let us know that we have a 4 days purpose and prosperity path course for parents with special need children that is coming up on the 25th to 28th of May, or 28th of February. By the end of this month, we are marketing this course and we are saying, if you want to be a marketer, it's open. The price is 10,000 naira. Yes, it is 10,000 naira for the course. Those that are in our monetization group, most of them have started talking to people about it. And it's open. We have started our first batch of Driver Circle mentorship course. And we have 10 parents that are there receiving lots of instruction every day. This next cohort is starting 2nd of May and it's for 50,000 naira. Instead of you to think of the wig, you think of this, think of that. Yes, there are medications to pay to buy, but you need constant income for you to be able to maintain that. Get yourself into that place. Get yourself into a place that will hold your hand and make you to be accountable. That will open your eyes to see, yes, there are places where you can monetize your skills. Let's come out of that shackles of blindness and be the parent of this generation that will say, this circle of I don't have a skill ends with me. Thank you very much and God bless you. If you have any question, you can put in the chat box and I'll be answering you. I'll give us 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Regina, saying you are very interested. It is the best place you can be. Yes, it is the best place you can be. Spread the news, come into the circle. I don't know how to put it. When you put in the work and you hear things like this daily, where are you supposed to be? Where are you supposed to be? We're talking about peace. Where are you supposed to be? Do you want to be in a place where people will try to shrink you and tell you that you cannot do anything? Why not be in a place, in a community, where every day you hear things like this that will spoil your spirit and give you that peace that passes all understanding? You set your priority right. You set them right. And don't let anyone deceive you. That when you keep going from one place to the other, one place to the other, you'll be overwhelmed the more. Because why? Every time you keep thinking, when will the next, where you just keep asking everywhere, you will just be everywhere doing nothing. It will get to a place, you'll be shy to even come out to say, I am capable. Break free from those kind of things. You are more than what you think you are. Thank you very much. Yeah. Mm. If you have any question, put it. If you have any question, put it in the comment section, and I'll answer you. We are about. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you, Juliet. Thank you for joining this call. I appreciate you. Oh, I can see some of my, that shyness is my problem. Oh, somebody is saying, oh, the shyness is your problem. See, if you come into tribal circle, eh, we are going to take that shyness away from you. See, my husband will say, I'm shy shy. He used to call me shy shy person. No, he used to call me shy shy person because when I look at my daughter, I would just be asking, how? It just look as if, see, when it entered me, and I said, let the shame be upon the person that wants to shame me. It goes to that, to that stage. It is a mindset thing. Get yourself into the tribal circle. See, before you know your own, the way the confidence. That's why I said we help parents to build confidence, to regain their identity. That's your identity, that you are. You were not born shy. Were you born shy? You did not carry shyness from heaven, or you say that is how I am. No, you are the one telling yourself. Because the Bible says God has not given us the spirit of fear, the spirit of shyness. Shyness is of the devil. And that is how it robs us from all the goodies, the good things that we are supposed to get. Were you the one that created your child? I even developed a phrase. If someone is looking at my child, looking at me as if something is happening, I might ask a very polite question. Isn't she cute? Isn't she beautiful? Or do you like her look? Before you know, they walk away. There are ways to these things. It's just because you don't know and you are following the crowd how they do it. Yes, they might say, oh, gathering of special needs parents. But do you know that you can be in that gathering and you are distinguished? Yes, there's this aura that will be around you. It will look as if you are not a special need parent. I built myself with things like this to the extent when people see me, they will be the one to be shy, not me. Except you don't want to be accountable. You don't want to obey. Because when you obey these things, you just see you will change. I was speaking with a friend today. The way the friend was answering me, I already know why she's answering me like that. I built myself to that extent. Then, just to confirm my curiosity, I asked a question. She now answered me back with exactly my thoughts. Why? Because we are in a place where we are learning. We learn even emotional intelligence. You have to challenge that thing that tends to weigh you down. The best advice I will give to you, Busayo, I don't know if you are, yes, I don't know if you're in the travel circle already. Thank you, Mommy Bridget. God bless you. I don't know if you're in the travel circle. Get yourself into this travel circle. You can see what we are doing now is a 4-day course for parents of special needs children, coming up 25th to 28th of this month. And the travel cycle starts in 2 months' time, to be precise, which is 2nd of May. Again, I want to thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for staying put. If you have any question, you can send me a DM or you put it in the chat box. And I will not forget to announce, as many of you that wrote your name, that wrote your letter, yes, this is coming from my husband, Desire's daddy. He said, as many that wrote that letter, they were so emotional. It's in that group. If you actually wrote a letter, send me, or maybe we'll post the number there where you can send your account number to. He's gifting every mother there a sum of 10,000 naira. Yes. As far as you wrote that letter, you'll be getting a sum of 10,000 naira. This is where we call it a day, and I'm saying see you in another section of Thriving Moment. Bye bye.